Hello everyone and welcome back to the Houston Texans franchise. We're taking a look at the standings here in the AFC South, and I was correct. If we win out the remainder of the season, we will make the playoffs by winning the AFC South. With the Titans and Jags being 6 and 8 and having to play them in the next 2 weeks, as well as playing the Colts in the final week, it is win and in from here on out. If we win out, we make the playoffs. Derek Stingley Jr. did win Player of the Week. Moving on now, Dameon Pierce has a breakout challenge. Dameon Pierce, obviously the star running back out of Florida, has been incredible this season as a rookie. If he gets 3+ touchdowns or 150+ yards rushing and receiving, he will hit superstar development. Desmond King has an upgrade before we get started, and we'll give him a man-to-man upgrade. He gets +2 awareness and +1 man coverage. Dameon Pierce, already an 85 overall. He has a skill point. We're going to start working on elusive back for him, as he is quite the power back already. And as we simulate training, we'll take a look and see if there is anyone injured to get us started. And Jordan Akins, who I believe is already injured and will miss the remainder of the season, now has a broken finger. He's on IR and now has become re-injured, which I guess outweighs the original injury, as now it says he will only miss 2 weeks when I believe he was out for basically the remainder of the season. But either way, we move on. We'll be facing off against Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans for the second time this season. Tannehill having a great year, 28 touchdowns, only 4 picks. Obviously, our guy is Cam Newton, nowhere near the stats as he's only had a couple starts so far to this point. But it should be an interesting one. It is divisional matches all the rest of the way for this season. We play the Titans and then the Jags and then the Colts. And like I said, if we win all of these games, we will make the playoffs. And we are underway here in Tennessee. We'll take it one game at a time. And Tennessee is no slouch team, especially now that they are back with Derrick Henry, who they missed dearly in the first game we played against them earlier this season. As Ryan Tannehill takes the field, 3,488 yards, 28 touchdowns to only 4 picks. He's having a great year. 2nd and 10, Tannehill back to throw under some pressure. He throws it up. It's caught by Robert Woods in front of Steven Nelson. He outruns one Texans defender, and immediately a huge play for the Tennessee Titans, already in Texans territory, to the 35. A handoff to Henry for the first time today. He breaks Jalen Petre's tackle, but he is able to get tripped up, and that will only be a short gain. And even with the injury, he still has 700+ yards on the season. Absolutely incredible. 2nd and 5 after the good run from Henry. This time he goes nowhere. Only a pickup of 2, which will force 3rd and 3 from the 28. Tannehill across the middle. He finds one of his tight ends. That's not Hooper. I'm actually not positive who that is, but he is brought down at the 22. And now on 2nd and 9, Tannehill looks to throw once again. Throws right side. It's caught. That's Robert Woods at the 2 and is eventually brought down by Blake Cashman, but is well inside the 5 to the 2. In the I formation, it's a handoff to the fullback, and he's stuffed in the backfield. He actually does pick up 1 yard as Blake Cashman goes down on this play. 2nd and goal, empty set for Tannehill, looking to throw. He's got the right side. It's caught. That's Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. And a touchdown very quickly for the Tennessee Titans as they take an early 6-0 lead, and obviously 7-0 pending the extra point. And Westbrook-Ikhine was lined up against a linebacker and was just going to dust him all day, every day. Cam Newton and the Texans will take over for the first time today after the following kickoff. We'll take a look at his stats so far. Really nothing special. Has not thrown a touchdown pass to this point. Hopefully we can change that today. But the running game has been incredible since he's joined the team. And speaking of the running game, here's Dameon Pierce. We're going to see a ton of him today as we are looking to get him that superstar development. On 3rd and 4, a design screen for Pierce, and he's going to outrun one Tennessee Titans defender and get the first down on this play. To the 42 goes Dameon Pierce. And now it'll be 1st and 10 from the 42. Pierce on the carry again. Doesn't get a whole lot here, only a pickup of 2. And he is closing in on 1,100 yards on the season. Basically a shoo-in for Rookie of the Year at this point, it feels like. 2nd and 8, a handoff, Dameon Pierce again. And he's got a pickup of 4, and it'll be a 3rd and manageable 4. And Newton out of the shotgun will look to throw. To the right side under pressure, underthrows Ty Johnson. And it goes incomplete, setting up 4th and 4. And the Texans elect to go for this. It's going to be a handoff to Dameon Pierce, and he's met quickly in the backfield. And it's a turnover on downs. A ballsy call from the Texans, and the Titans will take over in great field position. Derrick Henry on the carry, breaks a tackle through the middle, and then is brought down by Jonathan Grenard, who may have saved a touchdown. 2nd and 4, another carry to Derrick Henry, brought down by Okoronkwo and Jonathan Owens, but does have the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 36. Another carry to Henry, laid out by Derek Stingley Jr. That's a pickup of 3. And on this play, it'll be another handoff. Henry shoves off one defender, has a huge running lane. He is sneaky fast and gets to the 15. Nearly a loss, but instead a huge gain for Derrick Henry. 1st and 10 now. Tannehill looking to throw. Across the middle of the field, he's got Treylon Burks, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. Not off to a good start are the Texans, as the Titans will take a 13-0 lead very early on here, as Treylon Burks was just wide open across the middle. A great throw from Tannehill, who was very much under pressure. And nearly blocked is this PAT, but didn't quite get a piece of it. It'll be 14-0 Titans as Cam Newton takes over from the 25. 2 minutes left to play here in the first. It's a handoff, Dameon Pierce. A good run here. Pickup of about 7, setting up a 2nd and 3. Once again, a handoff. Pierce gets a good block, and he's broken this off to the left side, and then is brought down at the 48. A good run for Dameon Pierce, already at 36 yards on the day. 1st and 10 now. Ty Johnson will take over, and he follows his blockers, gets a pickup of 9, and we're down to about 30 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Dameon Pierce back in the backfield, and speaking of in the backfield, that's where the Titans are as well. A loss of 2 for Dameon Pierce. That's not where we want to go. 3rd and 3, Newton to throw, finds Dameon Pierce, and he's got a good gain here to the 32 in Titans territory. 1st down, Texans. 2nd and 9 now. Fast forward 1 play. Dameon Pierce, a huge lane up the middle, and he's close to a 1st down. They'll see he got it. And left guard Kenyon Green goes down on this play. 1st and 10, Dameon Pierce to carry once again. And a good gain here, and picks up about 6. Kenyon Green will not return for this game. Another handoff, Dameon Pierce. Doesn't quite have the first on this one. Another pickup of 3. And it'll be 3rd and 1. Guess where we're going? It's Dameon Pierce. He's met in the backfield again. Gains about a yard, but they're going to say he's short. It'll be 4th and inches. And you already know we're going for it. And it'll be a handoff to fullback Troy Hairston. And he's barely got the 1st down, but barely is good enough. 1st and 10 now from the 11. Handoff Pierce up the middle to about the 6-yard line. A pickup of 5. And Pierce, handoff again, cuts it up the middle, and he punches it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, one of the 3 touchdowns he'll need today if he can't surpass 150 yards on the ground, but I'm thinking that he may do both. Dameon Pierce, a good cutback, and showing off the power, punches that into the end zone. And now it is 14-7 as we chip away at the lead. Derrick Henry, 766 yards, only 4 touchdowns on the season. Obviously, he's missed quite a bit of time. 1st and 10 from the 19 for the Titans, as this is a catch for Treylon Burks. Pickup of 3. This time a fake to Henry, and sacked is Ryan Tannehill. That's Jalen Reeves-Maybin in the backfield making a great play. And the Titans will lose a number of yards here. Reeves-Maybin just did not fall for that at all. And it's 3rd and 14 now. Tannehill looking to throw. Go deep down the field, and it's out of bounds. And we will force a 3 and out. And then on a punt from the 15, the Texans will take over. Tremont Smith looking to make a return here. And he's got a decent one. Has okay speed. Gets near the midfield marker to about the 48. And that is where this man, Dameon Pierce, who already has 65 yards and a touchdown on the day, will take over. 2nd and 10 from the 47. Dameon Pierce met instantly in the backfield by about 4 Titans defenders, forcing 3rd and long. Newton looking to throw, and he'll find Dameon Pierce, and he falls forward, and it's a 1st down for the Texans. Cam Newton just kind of having to dump it off over and over again, but it's working. Dameon Pierce on the carry again. Outruns one defender. Picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 36. 3 minutes left to play in the half. Dameon Pierce breaks a tackle. Breaks a few tackles. Falls forward again. And it's going to be 3rd and inches from the 31. Pierce to run up the middle. He's got the first down and a little bit more to the 26. And we're closing in on the 2-minute warning now. Looks like there will be one more play before that point. And he's met in the backfield, but spins out of it. Dameon Pierce showing off the power once again. And it'll be 2nd and 10, though, as he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Pierce to carry once more. Breaks a couple more tackles, but only picks up 4 on the play, forcing a 3rd and 6 with a minute and a half left. Newton to throw. Wide open is Dameon Pierce. Tries to follow his blocker. Runs into the defender. Sheds him off. Tries to dive into the end zone, but is just short at the 1-yard line. A hell of an effort from Dameon Pierce. And from the 1 on 1st and goal, we'll hand it to him again. And he's met in the backfield. A loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal now from the 3. Cam in the shotgun. Hands off Dameon Pierce. He breaks a tackle and then walks into the end zone. Dameon Pierce really wants to prove what he's worth today, and he's doing just that. A huge broken tackle, and then is able to walk casually into the end zone afterwards. And it'll be his 2nd touchdown on the day, and the Texans, crucially, have tied this up. It's now 14-14. 40 seconds left in the first half. Tannehill definitely has a bit of time, and this will help a lot. Robert Woods on the reception. He's to the 38 already, and Tennessee will burn their first timeout. 34 seconds left. Tannehill back to throw. Off his back foot to the left side. What a throw, and what a catch there on the left side of the field by Treylon Burks. 1st and 10 from the 47 now, and a pass to Austin Hooper. And that will be good for 7. And the Titans will call another timeout. It's 2nd and 3 from the 40, basically in field goal range already, although it's a long one. Deep down the field looking for Robert Woods. It's intercepted by Steven Nelson in the end zone. He'll bring it back out, looks to dive forward for whatever reason, gets to the 16-yard line. What an incredible play. I believe Steven Nelson knocked it into Jonathan Owens, who knocked it back to Steven Nelson. We'll take another look at it, as it was intended for Robert Woods, and that's exactly what happened. Steven Nelson deflected it, Jonathan Owens kept it up, and then Steven Nelson intercepts it. And the Texans will take over with 14 seconds left. We'll just get Dameon Pierce some more yards here in the first half. Breaks a couple more tackles. He's down at the 20. And we actually call a timeout. Let's get him one more run. Dameon Pierce on the carry once again. And he's to the 31-yard line. And that is where halftime will begin. A great effort so far from the Texans. Obviously tied up at 14. The defense has played pretty well. The huge interception there at the very end was really great. And the running game has been working fantastically. And the Texans will start with the ball here in the second half, as Smith will call a fair catch in the end zone. So from the 25, Cam Newton will take over. If you're interested, Dameon Pierce has 2 touchdowns and 100 yards on the day already. 2nd and 8 from the 27. A huge cutback by Dameon Pierce. Finds a running lane and pushes through it. And that'll be a first down. Now at the 36, another handoff to who else but Dameon Pierce. Jukes out one defender and ends up turning nothing into a little bit of something. A pickup of 3. Cam Newton back to throw. Wants Equanimous St. Brown deep down the field, but overthrows it a little bit. And that'll force a 3rd and 7, where we will hand it off to Dameon Pierce once again. He's got a good running lane. A great block from St. Brown. And then he is brought down at the 48, but it's going to be a first down for the Texans. Fast forward to 2nd and 8, an RPO. It'll be a handoff to Pierce. He's got another first down. He's already to 133 yards. And we've still got most of the second half left. Another handoff, Dameon Pierce. Another big run up the gut, laid out by Byard. And a pickup of 9 there. 3rd and 1 from the 32. And Dameon Pierce met in the backfield, but breaks the tackle and picks up the first down. Showing off the power and the elusiveness all in one today. 1st and 10 from the 30 after that. Pierce on the carry again. He's got a huge lane up the middle. Another first down. To the 14 goes Dameon Pierce, a pickup of about 16 yards there. And we'll go to Pierce on a stretch once again. He's brought down at the 11, a pickup of 3 or 4. 2nd and 6 from there. Another handoff, Dameon Pierce. Obviously, he has been a workhorse today. And he is over the 150-yard mark. And on 3rd and 3, we'll pass it to O.J. Howard. He breaks a tackle and gets brought down at the 2, where it'll be 1st and goal. And if you think we're going anywhere but Dameon Pierce, you are wrong. But this time met in the backfield by Bud Dupree and a few others, and actually loses a yard. Ty Johnson's in the game now, 2nd and goal. Newton looking to throw, and it's knocked away from John Mechie, who had a touchdown, obviously, if that's completed. In the I formation, it's a pitch to Dameon Pierce, and he's brought down in the backfield, a loss of 4. The Titans hold strong, and they will force the Texans to kick a field goal here when from the 2. That's a bit of a disappointment there for the Texans. Fairbairn pushes this one through. It'll be 17-14, and we wasted most of the 3rd quarter with that drive as Tannehill takes over from the 22 with only 2 minutes left here in the 3rd. This is a pass to Westbrook Akine. He breaks Steven Nelson's tackle. Jonathan Owens, and a little bit of help from Jalen Petrie, will bring him down. And there is about a minute and a half left here in the 3rd quarter. A huge gain there for the Titans. A handoff Derrick Henry, and Jonathan Owens drags him down. That's all you can ever do with a big back like Henry, is drag him down. 2nd and 5, a fake to Henry this time. Reeves Maben in the backfield again, and this one's caught by Traylon Burks. And Desmond King on the coverage that time could not knock it away. It'll be 2nd and 10. 3rd quarter comes to a close. Derrick Henry on the carry has a good gain here, a pickup of 7. It'll be 3rd and 3 when the 4th quarter starts, and it does. From the 9, Tannehill looks to throw. Has quite a bit of time, but it's running out now. Looks to the back of the end zone. Wide open is Traylon Burks for his 2nd touchdown of the day. Touchdown, Titans. They will retake the lead for the first time since they went up 14-0. And Traylon Burks in the back of the end zone, wide open. 21-17 now. The Texans take over with 11 minutes left to play in the game. Dameon Pierce on the carry. Had a whole lot of room, but got brought down from behind before he could do anything with it. 2nd and 5 now. Read option for Cam Newton. Haven't seen him run a whole lot today. A great block there from Equanimous St. Brown, as that gave Cam at least an extra 5 yards there, I would say. 1st and 10 from the 48. A handoff, Dameon Pierce. He goes nowhere. Even lost a yard on the play. And that'll set up a 2nd and 11 from the 49. Newton hands off to Ty Johnson this time. He goes nowhere. A loss of 1 again. Setting up a 3rd and 12 from the 50. Newton back to throw. Has not thrown a lot today. Over the middle. Got that over the linebacker somehow. And Howard comes down with the reception. I'm not sure how that got over the linebacker, but we will take it. 2nd and 9 now. Newton looks to throw. Across the middle. Finds O.J. Howard again. Breaks 1 tackle. Breaks 2 tackles. And then is brought down at the 15. It'll be a 1st down Texans inside the red zone. Newton looks to throw again. This time he finds Nico Collins, who's brought down at the 1. A pickup of 14 there for Nico Collins. First time we've seen him today. 1st and goal from the 1 now. We'll hand it off Dameon Pierce, and he'll stiff arm Kevin Byard to get into the end zone. Touchdown Texans. As we will retake the lead, just trading punches here with the Tennessee Titans, as Dameon Pierce showing off the power once again. And it is 24-21 with 6 minutes left to play. A handoff to Derrick Henry this time, and he gets brought down. Only a pickup of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9 now for Tannehill, looking to throw, and just throws this one away in the direction of Austin Hooper a little bit, I guess. 3rd and 9 now. Tannehill looking to throw again, and gets hit as he throws it to Westbrook Akine, who can't come down with it. Good coverage there from Jalen Petrie, and the Tennessee Titans will have to punt it away, and we could take a 2-possession lead here depending on how we do with this drive, as Smith gets a decent return once again to the 42. And that is where Cam Newton and the Texans offense will take over. A handoff, Ty Johnson breaks a couple of tackles and ends up getting 3 where he probably should have gotten nothing. This will be a handoff, a fake handoff to Dameon Pierce. It's kept by Cam Newton. A lot of green in front of him. A huge gain to the 30. Make that the 29 now. The read option has been killing it for us with Cam Newton. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Texans from the 29. A handoff Pierce. And he's got not a whole lot, but a pickup of 3. And we'll fast forward to 3rd and 7. Newton back to throw. Looking to the right side of the field, and it's dropped by John Mechie. And good coverage there by the Titans, setting up a 4th and 7 and a Kaimi Fairbairn field goal will make the score 27-21. Obviously, a touchdown and an extra point for the Titans will take the lead, but we are trusting the defense to make a stop. They've played okay today. Not great by any means, but not bad either. It's 27-21 now for the Texans, as this is Need in the end zone, and Tannehill and the offense will take over from the 25. On 1st and 10, Tannehill looks to throw, runs out of time and is sacked. And it's Rasheem Green in the backfield, a loss of 7 for the Titans. That'll set up 2nd and 17 from the 18-yard line. Tannehill to throw wide open across the middle is Woods, who we really haven't seen since the first drive. And on 1st and 10 now from the 36, Tannehill looks to throw. Had a good pocket, wide open. To the right side is Westbrook-Ikine, and he's got another first down to the 50 already are the Titans. We've hit the 2-minute warning now. Tannehill back to throw, and on the right side is Robert Woods, and he's brought down at the 33, but another chunk play for the Titans. Tannehill looks to throw again, this time to the left side, and it's caught, and that goes pretty much nowhere, only a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7 now from the 29. Tannehill throws this to the right side. It's knocked away. I believe that was Jalen Reeves-Maybin in the coverage. 3rd and 7 now from the 29. Tannehill to throw down the field, and it's caught, but it's out of bounds for Treylon Burks. And it's a 4th and 7. The Titans are going for it. 1.5 minutes remaining, and it's caught on the right side by Robert Woods, just in front of the first down marker. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 22 for the Titans. Tannehill back to throw again. Has all kinds of time. Literally all day. And coming back to the ball is Woods. And he's marked down at the 6. 1 minute left to play. Tannehill looks to throw again. And in the back of the end zone, it's knocked away from Robert Woods by Steven Nelson, who has played great today. 2nd and goal now. Tannehill to throw again. Left side, it's caught Austin Hooper. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. And there's an injured Titan on the play. 3rd and goal from the 1. Out of the shotgun, Tannehill takes the snap and is running out of time and just throws this one away. And it's 4th and goal. Pretty much the whole game comes down to this, as Tannehill from under center in a bunch formation hands it off Derrick Henry, and he powers his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry looked like he was dead in the water in the backfield, powers through the Texans defenders, and makes this a 27-27 tie, and the PAT makes it 28-27 with 40 seconds left to play for the Houston Texans to try to retake the lead. Smith will field the kickoff at the 2, gets past the 20, but not quite to the 25. They'll mark him down at the 23. 37 seconds left to play. I know they're showing Dameon Pierce, but he's probably not going to be used a ton on this drive. 1st and 10 from the 37. And wide open across the middle is O.J. Howard. That's a huge gain to start. We'll call a timeout at the 40. 30 seconds left to play. Newton back to pass again. Across the middle, it's caught by Equanimous St. Brown. An absolute dot from Cam Newton. We'll call another timeout. 20 seconds left to play. Newton back to throw. Finds Equanimous St. Brown. And he's got another good gain, and we'll use the last timeout. The Titans will ice us as Fairbairn warms up a little more there at midfield. It is going to be a long field goal, a little bit of wind here in Tennessee. This would be the field goal of the season for Kaimi Fairbairn. The kick is up. And it is right down the middle. Fairbairn makes the field goal. And it is 30-28 for the Houston Texans. Up and good is the field goal for Fairbairn. 16 seconds left for Ryan Tannehill and this Titans offense to make a miracle happen. Back to throw. Looking deep down the field. It's knocked away. Almost intercepted there by Jonathan Owens. As Josh Lambo is their kicker. They'll need to get to the 39 to put him in field goal range. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill back to throw. Across the middle, he's got Treylon Burks, who's brought down by Derek Stingley Jr. And they'll use their last time out. There's 3 seconds left to play. It's going to have to be a Hail Mary or nothing. Tannehill takes the snap. Only 3 in pressure. Christian Kirksey comes down on the blitz and sacked. Okoronkwo sacks Ryan Tannehill. And that's the end of the game. A huge sack for Okoronkwo forces Tannehill down. And the Texans will take the victory. And with this victory, we do pass the Titans in the standings. We are both 6-9 now. And depending on what the Jags do, we will be in second in the division. I believe since we lost the head-to-head against the Jags, we're actually in second either way until we play them next week. But it really just depends on how they did. But either way, a huge win for the Texans. Like I said, it's win out and we are in the playoffs as we will win the AFC South. Tannehill knows he may have just blown his last chance as a Titan. And he actually played pretty well. 3 touchdowns, only the 1 pick. Cam Newton didn't have to do a whole lot. Had 145 yards. Not a bad performance by any means, but obviously we were very focused on the run. Dameon Pierce had an incredible day. 45 attempts is insane. I'm aware of that. Normally I don't try to get him so many attempts, but, you know, had to get him superstar development. That was it. That was my main focus in this game, definitely. Nothing big from any of our wide receivers, as the passing game ever since signing Cam Newton has not been anything special. So to wrap this one up, we do have an upgrade for Dameon Pierce. We obviously know that he was able to get superstar development, and you'll see that in just a second. Anyways, as always, I really appreciate you guys watching. If you stayed all the way until the end, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, as I am trying to release now 2 franchises. If you haven't seen it, we do have the Panthers franchise, which is a live streamed franchise going on as well. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one against the Jags. Win and in for the Texans from here on out.